Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, so Malus has one of my favorite skips in the game. Yes, Mojo, it's called normal time attack. Alright, so Malus doesn't move. Like, well, he doesn't move from his spot. He is actually permanently affixed to the floor. He will shoot you with, like, these little rocket beams. They're like little power orbs. They are very annoying, and when they knock you down, you have to, rotate this in order to get up. They also do a lot of damage. So I start running up the left side here, switch to my bow. After the first shot, I hang a left. Run all the way to this corner. And turn. Stay on the second to last one. Jump on the second to last square. Immediately roll. Right turn after the first shot. Roll here. Shot heard, roll. Keep running. Jump. Run alongside this. Give a little bit of room. Jump towards this corner. Roll. Roll. Start rolling up. But hug the wall as you're rolling. And that's it. That is pitless. I understand that was a little bit fast, but I will touch it up and pause as I can. I jump here to avoid stumbling. Jump again here to avoid stumbling. When Wander slows down and kind of like slumps over, he will actually like fall over like that. When he starts doing stuff like that, you're in danger of falling over. And Wander just does that because he's exhausted. Here I press triangle, let go of R1 after I jump to skip that little ledge. If you don't do that, what'll end up happening is on your climb up as you're jumping, and you don't do like those little tiny little baby jumps. Just try to walk over. You run the risk of him stumbling. And Wander isn't stumbling and giving me a bad example. Yeah, see, when he's like this, any shake from these little supports will cause Wander to stumble down. But he's not going to do it because he's butt. If you're somewhere in the center right here, if you're right about here, you can actually jump diagonally, and sometimes you'll clip through that. Actually, I think I might need to be a little bit more over. Nope. Let's try to get a little bit up. No, that's too far over. There it is. So the reason why I let go of R1 is if I jump, Wander's gonna grab right there from holding R1. So as I jump and hold R1, I let go of it, just so I can skip that little bit. Run to about right here, and then you're gonna be aiming for his shoulder. A little bit tricky because you can get hit off of that, or you can hit this with the arrow. So you have to kind of shoot a little bit above it. Tiny bit too high. Low. Perfect. Grab this. Up. 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 Now, you can jump over and jump back towards the hand. The problem with that is you'll land on the fur. So what I do is I wait until I see this. See how he's lowering his right arm? As soon as I see that, I turn and I jump. Switch to the hand. Use the momentum to get on his chest. Jump, jump. Jump out to his head. Grab and finish him. Be careful when you're jumping off of his wrist and onto his shoulder platform. If you're a little bit too close to his glowing kind of shoulders, you'll just get knocked back. Are you trying the pitless? That's the way to do Chris pitless. Yeah, if you're trying to do pitless, and I actually don't even know if pitless is workable on PlayStation 2. It might be. I'm just not sure. I mean, I have the PlayStation 2 disc, but I haven't really played it. Wow. I don't know if I showed you guys, but I actually have a Famicom controller for my Super Nintendo now. The D-pad's loose because of all the pumping that I do. Alright, so let's walk through this step by step. I wonder if it's actually going to affect everything because of the pausing, but we'll see. So, run up, switch the bow. So he's firing. So right about there, I use my visual cue and I run towards the pillar on the left. Now I'm running straight for that little corner, and I've learned how to do this without actually panning the camera. You definitely need to do that. So I run about this way, and then I line myself up with this little square part of the circle, or of the square. This little spot right here, it's I paused that at a bad time because he hit within there's a screen camera, or a screen shake, not a screen camera. Derp, what is that? So you can see that there is an outer border on the platform, and then there's little tiles. I jump roughly about the second to last tile, so right about here, and you have to roll. When you land, if you land and wander, you know, kind of grabs the ground, your timing is completely off. You have to roll. Hear the shot, turn right, roll to this, roll to that. This is fine, you don't have to roll. Just jump and cut the corner. Stay a little bit equal distance from the tiling. Now after that attack, yeah, okay, so you can see the pit and like the little barrier. I'm going to aim for the very end of the barrier, kind of like where the corner of the pit is, and reach just like a little bit of the bottom right part of the barrier, so that way when I jump and land, I can roll through it, but the actual explosion animation doesn't hurt me. Oh, and like I said, the timing for the pauses definitely messed me up. So we're gonna reset this from the beginning, and then I'm going to get to where I was at. So everything that you just saw, you definitely need audio for this. Or in-game audio. So that's roughly where I landed and where I aimed at. I'm not going to roll immediately. I just heard the shot, so I'm essentially going to wait till you'll get the timing down yourself, but until I hear the explosion, and then roll. Ooh, I was actually a little bit late on that. If you get hit here, just jump down. Just jump down to the pit, and then continue on the way as normal. But since I showed where you can jump at, I'll progress through that again, just like I did before. I used to whistle about right here, just because I like to. This is something to do. It doesn't affect your movement at all. Okay, so I am at the beginning of the platform, but I'm against the wall almost. I'm going to be rolling mostly on the wall, kind of staying close to it as I progress up the ramp. Crap. Okay, so that's what happens if you're aiming too much at the wall. You kind of want to do like a little thing like this. Oh wow, I actually didn't get hit. What ends up happening is if you land up there and he fires, you can still get hit and you'll wake up like, you know, all the way down, like you wake up roughly about like right there because you got hit. But yeah, you want to roll up against the ramp, but just enough like this. Like you see how I'm rolling up against like his leg, but I'm still like gaining traction. I'm not like mashing myself into the wall. It's slightly slower, and it will actually matter in there. But you can also change direction a little bit while you're rolling. Oh my god, Indy. Fucking Pokemon. So you can see that you can steer a little bit while you're rolling. Proper R1 skips you can fit. Now let's see if we can get Wander to stumble. You just want to stumble. Nice. Another danger about this ledge when you get up to it, you'll see people as they get up to it, they'll do like a little quick turn. Like they'll quick jump over. There's a little danger to that. As you can see, these platforms are a little bit catty-cornered. And so if you climb up this and you get in the middle and you try to jump over, like if you just try to do like a quick little like leap backwards, you can actually jump through that from the ledge. Like, you'll jump like that, and then you'll be like, no. So it sucks. Try to just take a little extra second, and instead of you know, jumping immediately as soon as you get up there, just try your best to adjust yourself and make sure you're gonna make the jump. Also, always hold directionally up when you're trying to get up. You see, like that. Just make sure you're all the way turned around. Because the last thing you want to do is get a nice Malus and then just kind of screw the pooch on getting up on him. Stop right about here. Aim. See, that would pass through to him, but those little bracers right here, they prevent it. So you actually have to shoot it a little bit above that little stone bracer of his. Now you have plenty of time to get up here. You don't have to, like, you know, rush up. You just need to make sure you're at least here and look for the arm drop. And you're good to go. I always press down on the D-pad here to get to straight to my hand. If you feel like you're not going to make the jump, you can always hold R1, and if you're close enough, Wander will always grab that little ledge. Just a quick tap of triangle will get you up. I actually lost my plant on this. Not sure how. I've rarely lost a plant on Malus, but it does happen sometimes. I think it's just a combination of when you stabbed, when you chose to stab, what he was doing. So yeah.
Malus isn't too hard. Once you learn the pit list,
Malus will be super fun, and I always love getting to Malus. Just because like it's a trick I'm very consistent with, and it's a Colossus that I have just a lot of fun with. So